Here's the mistake almost everyone makes before a big cooking day. They go hunting for a harder, fancier recipe, the 14-ingredient thing they've never made. And that's exactly how dinner goes sideways. Because the people whose food looks like it came from a restaurant, they're not cooking harder, they're cooking smarter. There are about 5 moves that do 90% of the wow, and most people skip every one. So if you want to make this Father's Day genuinely impressive, forget the fancy recipe. By the end of this, you'll have all 5. Move 1. And honestly, if you only do this one, you've won. The reverse sear with an overnight dry brine. Sounds chefy. It's almost nothing. The night before, you salt a thick steak, just salt, and leave it uncovered in the fridge. Next day, low oven first, then a screaming hot sear at the end. Here's why it's magic. Food scientist Kenji López-Alt found that overnight salt loses 15% less moisture. You get edge-to-edge pink, a dark steakhouse crust, and it's almost impossible to overcook. The effort? Mostly just waiting. Move 2 is a single swap that tastes like a secret. Beef tallow. It's one of 2026's hottest ingredients, and it's basically a comeback. High smoke point, deep savory flavor, the way kitchens cooked 100 years ago. Sear your steak in it instead of oil. Roast your potatoes in it. One swap, and everything picks up this rich restaurant depth that people can taste but can't name. Move 3 is the flavor of the moment. And it's the thing that makes people go, "What did you do?" In 2026, it's all about sweet, savory, and heat in the same bite. Think hot honey. And I know that sounds like a gimmick, but stay with me. Warm some honey, stir in chili flakes and a splash of vinegar. 2 minutes, done. Drizzle it over the steak at the very end. Gochujang glaze, chili lime. Same idea. One finishing move, right at the table, and suddenly it tastes intentional. Move 4 is the side and the finish. The predicted flavor of 2026 is sweet corn. So char some on the grill until it's a little smoky. That's your show-stopping side. Then 2 tiny finishers that punch way above their weight. A hit of acid, a squeeze of lemon, a splash of vinegar, right before serving to wake everything up. And a grated compound butter. Garlic and herbs frozen into butter, grated over the hot steak so it melts into this glossy, herby finish. Looks like a magazine. Took 30 seconds. Move 5 is the one nobody sees, but everyone tastes. 2 things. First, bloom your spices. Toast whole peppercorns and dried chilies, then crush them in a mortar and pestle. A tiny amount hits like 3 times as much. And second, please, actually rest the meat. 10 minutes under foil before you slice. Skip it and all that juice runs onto the board instead of staying in the steak. 0 skill, both of them. Biggest payoff on this whole list. So here's the honest part. None of that was a harder recipe. Not one of those 5 moves takes real skill. They're just the things most home cooks never learn to do. The leverage that pro kitchens lean on every single night. 10 minutes of know-how, a restaurant-level result. That's the whole trick. Want the whole impressive day in one sentence? Pick one centerpiece. Dry brine it the night before. Reverse sear it in tallow. Finish it with a 2026 flavor. Hot honey, gochujang, your call. Put a charred corn side next to it. Hit it with acid and rest the meat before you slice. That's it. That's the day. And Dad's going to think you went to culinary school. If you want help building the full day around whichever move you pick, the timing, the sides, the shopping list, Recipy does exactly that, for free. Next week, the 5 ingredients pro cooks always keep in the fridge, and not one of them is fancy. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and go make Dad something great.
Subscribe, long-form explainers, weekday afternoons.